Okay, I'm going to talk about the atrial flutter. At the previous video, I talked about the atrial fibrillation. Right now, I'm going to talk about the atrial flutter. Okay, so everything are normal except P wave and PR. Okay, so because the problem is the atrium and the atrium, so that makes sense. The P wave and the PR are normal here. The rhythm going to be regular. Okay, just how they are regular in the atrial flutter. Okay, the rate going to be normal, which is going to 300/3 because it's regular. Once it is irregular, we're gonna multiply it by 6. But because it's regular, we're gonna make 300 and then over the R interval. Okay, so here once you measure that 1, 2, 3, it's 3 small squares. Big squares. So that makes sense. It's going to be equal 100, which is normal. Okay, so this is like something that we have to mention here, because that makes us differentiate between the atrial flutter or atrial fibrillation. In the atrial flutter, there is going to be normal or regular rhythm, unlike the atrial fibrillation, as you can notice here. So here, atrial flutter is all regular. Okay, so just the atrial flutter is regular rhythm, having regular rhythm. Okay, there's something that we have to appreciate about the P wave, abnormal shape, which is sawtooth appearance. Okay, so this is something so prominent here. Notice just the P wave. Once you just see an abnormal P wave, that indicates a problem in the atrium. And here's the P waves are sawtooth appearance, which takes the shape of the saw or sawtooth. So this is indicated at the flutter. Flutter and fibrillation. Okay, remember just this is going to be T. Just it makes you remember that it is tooth appearance, right? So that's something that you gotta like. Okay, sawtooth appearance. Flutter equals sawtooth appearance. So in the flutter. Notice here that in the fibrillation there was no P wave at all. But here there is gonna be such a there's P wave and they take the shape of the sawtooth appearance, right? So that's something we have to appreciate here. Okay. The PR couldn't be determined because of the P wave. Why we couldn't determine the PR? Well, because the P wave is abnormal, even though it's abnormal shaped. So that's why we couldn't determine the PR, right? QRS is normal. There's no problem in the ventricles. ST normal. T wave is normal. Axis is normal since both of 1 and AVF all are positive, so all are normal. Okay, so here's a question. What's the difference between the flutter and the fibrillation? Okay, the P wave present at the flutter, but not in the fibrillation, right? So I told you how to remember this by just appreciating those T's, that tooth. Okay, So that means there's going to be P wave that takes the shape of the sawtooth appearance. And the fibrillation, gonna be no P waves. Why? No P waves in the fibrillation. Okay, this is the N, it means no. Means no B wave. The flutter regular, but the fibrillation is no. Right? Why do we say like the flutter is regular but the fibrillation is not? So this is the flutter, right? Which takes the sawtooth appearance. It's going to be regular basically. Okay. Okay, how could we remember this? How could we remember that the flutter takes the shape of or it takes regular rhythm? Well, remember that once you see T, that indicates toothed, and then remember that the tooth is regular in arrangement, so that makes sense. The flutter is regular, right? So that's why the flutter is regular, but the fibrillation is not. Okay, that makes sense. This is about the rhythm, rate, P wave, and everything is normal. Okay, just let us recap what we've said. Okay, this is what is the difference between we've talked about. The main difference is in the P wave and in the rhythm. In the rhythm as well, because the P wave and the flutter are going to be toothed appearance, but there in the fibrillation is not going to be toothed appearance, right? It's going to be absent at all in the fibrillation. Just here, I told you to remember this by N, no P wave at all. Okay, what else? The rhythm here is regular, as you could see here in the flutter. Just remember, it is a fluttering. So it's regular. The fibrillation is going to be like, oh my gosh, it's not all regular at all. There's going to be, it's nearby, this is so far, or something like this. Okay, this is all.